guys. Thanks for joining me. Hi, my name's Adam Todd. I'm the CEO and founder of Digitex Futures. Sorry, I've got that second day conference voice right now, that network party last night. So if I sound like Barry White, I'm sorry. So I've been asked today to talk about zero-fee trading, particularly zero-fee futures trading, how it's possible, the advantages of that. So first of all, I'd just like to say a couple of things about the futures industry in general. It's on a tear right now. The Futures Industry Association reported last year, increased volumes again. Every year they do the same. Crypto futures in particular, just very, very popular right now. Binance just recently announced that they're coming into the market, which is, it's always good. That's great news. It's validation of what we're doing. BitMEX a couple of weeks ago had, record volumes. They hit like $16 billion traded volume in a day, notional volume of futures contracts in a single day. Just a lot of interest in futures trading. Ourselves, we haven't launched yet. We're still in development, but in the last less than a year, we've had 1.5 million people join our wait list to, start trading on the exchange when we open. So a lot of interest in crypto futures. It's the place to be right now. So what exactly is Digitex Futures? Like I say, we're a zero-fee cryptocurrency futures exchange. What that means is there's no trading fees, there's no transaction fees on any trades, no commissions of any kind. The motivation behind that is I used to be a pit trader. I was a pit trader for 4 years in the Bund pit back on the live floor, London International Financial Futures Exchange. The Bund pit was just the busiest pit there, just me and 200 coked out lunatics just buying and selling shit that we didn't understand. And just a lot of trading, just buy it, sell it, buy it, sell it. Buy it at 6, sell it at 7, buy it at 7, sell it at 7, buy it at 8, sell it at 7. Just a lot of one-tick profits, scratch trades, one-tick losses. And over the course of the day, that kind of trading, you can grind out a profit. Very, very short-term trading where you don't really even need to understand what you're trading on you can grind out a consistent profit. 9 days out of 10, you can actually make money. The killer is commissions. Commissions just ruin the whole party for everyone. Commissions on that kind of short-term trading would often turn, what is a profitable day. You've made ticks, but you've actually lost money on commissions. So I just always had this dream of, what if you could actually trade futures in that style without paying any commissions, without any transaction fees on trades, because that's just heaven on earth. For a futures trader, that really is a game-changing kind of scenario. So I always had this idea in my head that that's what I wanted to do, and then when I discovered blockchain, particularly Ethereum, and came up with this idea to apply blockchain technology to an exchange that would actually allow you to trade commission-free, I was just all over that. So let me see the next one. So obviously when you have that kind of commission-free environment, it's going to create very, very liquid markets. It's going to allow active traders to pursue, very active trading strategies that just aren't viable on fee-charging exchanges. It's going to create a lot of liquidity that just isn't there usually. They're gonna behave in ways, they're just gonna go crazy. They're gonna behave in ways that they can't behave on other exchanges. That's gonna create very, very liquid markets, and liquidity begets liquidity. You're gonna get other traders coming in that maybe aren't that even interested in zero fees. If you trade once a week or once a day, commissions really aren't a problem. But they're gonna be attracted to that liquidity that comes from the short-term traders being in there. So obviously, that's going to, zero-fee trading is going to contribute to liquidity, but how is it possible? How do you do that? Obviously, an exchange needs to make money. If you've got a lot of traders, an exchange costs millions of dollars a year to run. It's not pie in the sky. You need to get that money from somewhere. So the way we do it, it's the Digitex token. We've got the Digitex Futures Exchange, the lifeblood of the exchange is the Digitex token. That's what makes it all possible. So basically, the native currency of the exchange is the Digitex token. That's what your account balance is denominated in. It's what your profits and losses are denominated in. You post your margins in Digitex tokens. So you might be trading, Bitcoin against the US dollar futures market, but you're winning and losing Digitex tokens. And what this does is it creates demand for the token. The use of the token is compulsory on the platform. So any trader that is attracted to, very liquid markets with no commissions has to buy the Digitex token in order to participate. And that creates demand for the token, and that allows us to, instead of charging transaction fees on trades, we can just mint a small number of new tokens each year to cover those costs. Now, token minting, it's an inflationary thing. It scares some people. So the good news is we don't have to even start to run this model right now. We don't even have to start token minting until around the start of 2022. We had the ICO last year, which raised just over $5 million. That's covered, all the marketing and development. We kept back 100 million Digitex tokens and locked them into a smart contract called the Digitex Treasury, and they get released 10 million tokens every quarter for the next 2.5 years. That's an ongoing token sale that's on our website. And then that's going to run out, the last 10 million gets released June 2021, and then after that, we're going to have to start token minting. So by that point, though, we're probably going to have, there's going to be hundreds of thousands or millions of traders on this platform at the point that we have to start token minting. There's a very good chance that the token by then is trading at, 50 cents, 80 cents, $1, whatever it's trading at, and that's the point where we have to start token minting. So, to take an example, say we've got 1 million traders on the exchange and we need, $10 million a year to cover costs, support costs, marketing costs, the ongoing development costs of supporting 1 million traders. It might cost $10 million. It might cost even more. But at $1 token, you have to mint 10 million new tokens. On a billion supply, that's a 1% inflation rate. It's not a deal breaker. The dollar token goes from being worth $1 to being worth 99 cents. And yet, you're getting something for that devaluation. Yes, you've devalued everyone's tokens, but in return for that, you've got money to fund highly active, very busy futures markets for another year. And that's going to, that year is, there might be another 100,000, 500,000 traders come onto the platform in that time, which is more demand for the Digitex token. So that inflation cost is offset by demand from traders. Another aspect of the exchange, apart from the zero fee trading, is we're going to be non-custodial. So basically means you don't have to trust the exchange with your money. Now, there's already DEXs out there where you can do that. The problem with DEXs is they're all shit because you have to move at the speed of the blockchain currently. It's everything. It's very slow. You've got gas costs for every trade that you do. It's just slow. It's expensive, which means you don't have short-term traders on there. You don't have market makers on there, and that's always going to be the case with DEXs that move at that pace. There's never going to be any liquidity. So the trick is, and this is what we're developing now, is to make a solution that's actually fast enough, a non-custodial solution that's fast enough to put in the middle of a real-time futures trade. That's the trick. When you do that, and we're doing that through blockchain, like ZK Snarks, Plasma, that kind of thing. When you do that, that allows traders to, it just gives traders a lot more confidence. If they can trade without having to trust the exchange with holding their money, they're going to trade more. They're going to put more money in, they're going to trade more, they're just going to have more confidence. More confidence leads to, again, greater liquidity. Like I say, we're going to use the Ethereum blockchain, zero knowledge proofs, Plasma. Plasma is basically a side chain that allows this non-custodial. It's basically you're running like a mini blockchain on a single node, but it's faster because it's just a single node, but you have all the security guarantees of the parent main chain. Another aspect that we've got is provably fair matching engine. Now, I hate regulation. I think regulation is just a big scam. It's expensive. I'm not supposed to say things like this, but it just is. But when it does have its advantages, I think those costs far outweigh those advantages, but it does have advantages. You know, you can go to the CME, you can trade on the CME, and you can be pretty certain that they're not front running you. They're not, they're not queue jumping. They're just not cheating in general. But the problem is that because they're a regulated exchange, they're regulated, they get audited regularly, they're just not going to bugger about. You're pretty confident in the integrity of their order book. The problem is it costs so much, that regulation costs so much that, it costs so much to trade on there, you can't make any money. So really, what's the point? So what we're doing is we're developing a system where the matching engine lives within this system where we can use blockchain technology to basically guarantee the integrity of our order book without needing regulators. So it's like better than a regulated exchange. We've got this system of, a lot of 100 or so independent watchtower nodes that can constantly verify what's going on within the matching engine so that traders know for sure that the exchange isn't cheating them. And again, that leads to greater confidence, zero fees, non-custodial, you don't have to trust the exchange with your money, and you're sure that the exchange isn't cheating you. It's a very big factor. Those three together, very big factors in contributing to liquidity. So where are we right now? We're preparing for our beta launch right now. The beta launch is going to be a centralized version. As soon as possible after that, we're going to launch the non-custodial version. We're going to launch to, like I say, we've got 1.5 million people on the wait list. If we can get 10% of those people signed up, if we can get 5% of those people signed up, it's a very, very strong start, very, very liquid markets from day one, and, world domination from that point on. So wrapping it up, futures, very big business. It's the place to be right now. Crypto futures especially. Combination of zero fees, not having to trust the exchange with your money, being certain that the exchange isn't cheating you. It's going to be a very popular, Digitex Futures Exchange is going to be a very popular, very, very solid exchange. And, the token is just going to go from strength to strength, I believe. I mean, I would say that, but, the Digitex token right now, it's a very strong buy, in my opinion. So thanks very much for listening. I'm going to take some questions. Oh, look at that one. Yeah. I'm going to take some questions now. Anyone got any questions? Yeah.
How many currencies do you have?
We're going to trade, initially it's going to be like Bitcoin against US dollar, Ethereum against US dollar. We're going to throw in gold, oil, things like that. We're going to try and do the traditional ones, but kind of get around the regulations by trading futures on like a gold token. So it's still technically a cryptocurrency futures exchange, but as many really futures exchanges, futures markets as we can get. But not as many. It's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then a few of the commodities after that. Yeah.
What happens to token price when liquidity dries up?
When liquidity dries up, well, if there's no demand for the token, price for the demand, then the price of the token would go down. If you have a fee charging exchange and nobody comes to your exchange, you don't make any money either. Whatever model you've got, if you've got no users, it's buggered anyway. It's not going to work.
No, the point, imagine like a Bitcoin goes down like 50% and then the liquidity goes down on most exchanges like 50% or more. So
right.
We've seen that many times. So you have like a hit of 50% plus 50% on top of the token or more.
I mean, the token price can go up, it can go down. It's market economic. It's the same principle if you're a fee charging exchange. If that happens, everybody stops trading. You're not making any money. The secret, you've got to have people. That the value of an exchange isn't really the tech. It's the user base. And We have a huge wait list right now. We've gotten very good at viral marketing. We are going to be at the forefront. We are going to have a large user base because it's an easy sell. When things are going down, zero fee trading in a trustless environment with a provably fair matching engine, it's always going to be an easy sell.
Is there going to be a way to hedge Digitex token price?
Yeah, we're going to have a peg system. We're also coming out with, we've got another system that we're developing now. I've got these, the developers are in Moscow. I don't know if you've heard of SmartDeck, very, very respected Ethereum blockchain development company. They're in Moscow. I've moved out to Moscow to work with them now, and we're developing now a system which I can't say anything about, but it's going to be a very, very effective system at hedging the price of Digitex. Keep an eye out for that in the next few weeks. If you go to our website, like digitexfutures.com, we're very busy on social. We've got like 60,000 people on our Telegram. We post every day on the blog, so just keep an eye out there, and there's going to be some exciting stuff coming out there soon. Any other questions? Yeah.
Hi. You recently announced that Digitex will become a DAO, and that you will transfer ownership and voting rights to the community.
Yeah.
Partly. So I'm looking forward to become a co-owner as well. You explained everything very crystal clear, so only one question remains, and that is when moon?
When moon? That's a good question. I like that question. Very soon. When moon? Very soon.
Great answer.
I think another year, another 2 years of solid growth. If the crypto winter stays, doesn't go back to the crypto winter. Like I say, it's just a very easy sell. Zero fees without having to trust the exchange. It's always going to be up there. We're very good at viral marketing now. We're very good at building that user base, which is really the most valuable part of any exchange. So, that demand from traders that are attracted to highly liquid markets, they do have to buy the Digitex token to participate. So there is, it's a utility token that very efficiently captures the value of more users. It is very closely linked to, what's going on the exchange. So, if things keep going the way they are going, I think moon very soon.
Thank you.
Then I would say that, right? You can't listen to me. Any other question? Yeah. I don't think you're getting a microphone. Oh, hold on a second.
Hello. What kind of order execution will you support in the beginning?
What type? What?
Order execution, like will you support other, cancel other, and trigger orders?
Yeah, the standard stuff. It's going to be, like I say, the value isn't really in the tech. They're going to be normal, limit orders, market orders, order cancels order, fill or kill, all that kind of stuff. Nothing too revolutionary there. We're not coming out with kind of gimmicks that, these crazy stuff. It's, the concept is what really sells it. But yeah, it's going to be basically the normal type. One distinctive thing of the exchange is going to be our ladder interface. We're building a one-click ladder interface. So, the ladder interface is very, very popular in futures trading. Allows you to look at the price literally moving up and down, single click. You don't have to move your mouse all over the screen. You don't need your keyboard at all. So actual, and it's built for very short-term scalpers. The market, the Digitex exchange is going to appeal particularly to shorter-term traders. If you're trading once a minute, commissions are a big deal. If you're trading once a week, it's not. So the once-a-minute trader just wants to click to buy, click to sell. So the most distinctive feature about our order submission, I would say, is going to be the ladder trading interface, which is, a really nice feature. It really allows you to get into the zone. When you're trading on the ladder, you can really get in the zone. You're just staring at the price. You're really focused. The price is literally moving up and down in front of you. It's a great interface. I don't understand why more crypto exchanges don't use the ladder interface, but that's what we're going to be doing. Any other questions? Yeah.
Hello. Is it possible that you show us a demo of what the platform looks like?
Right now?
Yes.
No, it's not.
No. Okay.
No, we have a version working. Like I say, we're preparing for beta launch, but right now I don't have it now. Yeah, keep an eye on the website though. We're going to be coming out with a lot of stuff very soon.
What kind of indicators do you have, like within the platform? Do you have any indicators or analytics within the platform?
No, nothing too advanced. We're plugging in the trading view graph, so the graph that, the tools that come from trading graph that are built into that. There's really nothing more special than trading view, I'm afraid. Like I say, we're mostly focused on that ladder trading interface, which is more aimed at the very, very short-term trader, not really the fundamental guys. The fundamental guys are going to be, attracted to it because, the liquidity is going to be there, but I think it is going to be mostly shorter-term traders that aren't looking so much at the fundamentals. So I think TradingView is going to be fine for what we need. Yeah. Any other questions? Nope. All right. I don't think last chance. All right then. Well, thanks guys. I really appreciate you coming. Thanks. Cheers.